You don't need to go extreme to age well. You just need to move. Hey there. I am all about proving that you don't have to slow down as you age. But how many times do you see people jump into something and they go 100% and then they burn out because it's just too much? I am guilty of the same thing. You know, I started doing my 50K training while I was still doing 75 hard. And I thought, well, I've just been doing 75 hard for, I don't know, 70 days. And I can just jump into doing what I did when I was 27. Well, guess what? I'm not 27 anymore, and it ended up hurting my knee. So I dialed it back because I'm in this for the long haul. And we don't need to do that. We don't need to start and go all out, 100%, because we'll never make it to the end. I honestly think this is natural, normal, everybody does it kind of thing because you get excited. It's like, ooh, this is a new thing and I'm going to try this and I'm going to do it and I'm going to succeed at it. So I want to do my very best and I want to give it my all, like right out of the gate. But we tend to burn ourselves out or hurt ourselves because there's no base for that. You know, we need to like get used to it. Our body needs to prepare to be adding more and more onto it. And when you don't have that base, you burn out or you get hurt. There's a bunny. I think a lot of times too, we want to compare ourselves with somebody else. And we may not have any idea of how long that person's been doing the certain thing or, you know, where they come from in that. And really, we can't compare ourselves because we're not that person. So comparison is good, I think, in a way where you say, look at that person, they're doing the thing, and I'm going to do the thing too in my way. And then that way you motivate yourself to do better and achieve more. But you have to keep in mind that you are not that person and you do not want to burn out. You do not want to get an injury. And so use the comparison wisely and build from your base. When we keep trying things and going overboard at the beginning, then we want to quit for whatever reason. And that causes a crisis in confidence. I can't do that thing. Well, that may not even be true. You maybe can do that thing. You just can't do that thing that much that fast. And so you have to dial it back. And I feel like people might be looking here at me and hearing me say, oh, you need to do 75 harder. Oh, you need to do a 50K. No, you don't. I just want you to move. Whatever movement means to you. I want you to start small and build on that base. Even rebounding. Rebounding is fun. You can get on that rebounder and feel like a little kid because you're bouncing and it's fun. But you can OD on that. You can do too much too fast. So I'm encouraging you today to pick something that you like, that you love better, that you can build on and get better as you go. And then you eventually get to that point and you don't burn out while you're doing it. I still have to tell myself these things, you know, and when I do these videos, I'm talking to me as much as I'm talking to you, because there I was telling you, you can start small, you should start small, and me jumping into what I did when I was 27. I'm not 27, I'm not trying to be 27, I'm trying to make it for the long haul, trying for that, you know, living well, aging well, being able to still walk and hike when I'm 109, running those hurdles at the Senior Olympics when I'm 109. And I did, even with that base of 75 hard, I wasn't doing those very things. For 75 hard, I danced in the morning. I did step rebound or step aerobics. I bounced on my rebounder, but I walked some, but I didn't walk to the extent that I've started walking now to prepare for this 50K. And I just jumped into it like I'd been doing it all along, and it's not the same base. So I know better than this, and I had to dial it back. And I'm happy with how my program is going to progress now. My knee feels super good. I feel super good. and I'm going to make it. I'm still going to be hiking when I'm old. So you need to start where you are. You're not behind. You're just getting started. Everything counts, every little thing. I was talking on the live video that I did with my friend Dora yesterday about my stand-up app, and I've mentioned it here before too. It reminds me every 30 minutes to stand up. And when I do stand up, I do push-ups off of the counter, I do leg raises, I do leg swings, I do all kinds of things to keep myself moving. All that stuff builds up and adds up, and pretty soon you're where you want to be, but you're not behind. Longevity comes from consistent movement, not extremes. I was looking through Instagram the other day and I saw this lady and she was so cute, and she was like 100, I think they said. And she was riding a bike at the gym, and then after she was finished riding the bike, she was going to go for a walk for a mile. That's amazing. How many 100-year-old people do you see doing that? But you can do that, but you've got to start now. You've got to always be moving, because movement is medicine for your body and motion is lotion. I heard that this week too. I think it's funny, but it's true for your joints. When I started my long walk yesterday, there was a little old lady on the trail, and I said good morning to her, and she actually responded. I wish I would have talked to her. And if she's ever out there again, I'm going to talk to her. I want to know who she is, and I want to know how old she is, and I want to know how much she walks. I'm just very curious about that. But she was out there with her earrings and she was pretty dressed up for walking. It was so cute. And she was out there though. That's the most important thing, is she was out there. And she did at least one lap of the park, which I don't know if it's exactly a mile, but it's close, I think. Movement isn't a program, it's a lifestyle. And when I see older ladies like that living how I think I'm going to be living then, how I plan to be living, this road, it gives me excitement, because they're proving what I'm saying here, and that if you just keep moving, you're going to keep moving. I love reading the book Old Lady on the Trail. She has other books, I'm going to find them, because she was really motivating to me, because she was 76 and she was completing the Continental Divide Trail. Continental Divide Trail is my big hairy goal. She can do it at 76. I'm going to do it at some point in my life. So you don't want to ask, what can I do for today? You want to ask, what can I continue to keep doing for my life? Sustainable is better than spectacular any day of the week, because it's just better for you all the way around. You'll keep doing it. You won't get hurt. You won't burn out. It'll be great. I'm going to say it one more time. Extremes burn you out, but consistency is where it is. Consistency is going to get you where you want to go. So you need to pick one thing that you can do today, that you can do again tomorrow, and that you can build on, so that you're continuing to move, and that is aging well. I love this channel. I love you guys. I want you to know that I encourage you to start wherever you are. I'm not looking down on anybody who's not doing 75 hard. I'm not looking down on anybody who doesn't want to walk a 50K. No, that's not for everybody. What I want is to encourage you to do that thing that you can do every dang day and be comfortable with and building on. And I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and follow along with me. And if you got anything that I can encourage you for, put it in the comments. I love talking to you guys. And I will see you next time. Tell me what you're going to do. Tell me what you're going to do and that you're going to build on, because I want to encourage you for that. I want to cheer you on.